Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another exciting Vobie, One-Eyed Kenobi, lovely Julia ensconced show. I hope you're all very well and dandy and out there with Bambi. I wasn't going to say Randy because that's... I normally say, I was thinking, what rhymes with Randy? Handy would have been better. Anyway, welcome along to another Christmas lead-up Advent calendar show. The lovely Julia is back in the studio. And Julia, how did you come today? Did you come by VW or something?
What, like that?
Yeah, what's going on?
That's a very lovely gift, isn't it?
Yeah, we'll reveal all a little bit later. First of all, I just need to say to Mr. Suggett, if he is watching as he is, I've listened to the little thing he just sent me, and the impedance is too high because it's actually designed for a dynamic microphone, not a line. That immediately came to mind as soon as I heard the sound. Nobody else will know what I'm talking about, but he and I had a conversation in the van today on the way to Ron and Elaine, as well as Mary and Phil. More of that later. Hope you're all well and that you won't have had your fill of the Vobes Show thus far, because none of it's made any sense to you. It's the 6th of December, isn't it, Julia?
6th of December?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Has been all day.
Has it really?
Yep.
Oh,
I would know.
Oh, that's fantastic. Well, it's very nice of you. Today we're doing something a little bit different, as it's Christmas. We've got a couple of things to reveal that have been kindly donated to the show and stuff like that. And also we're going to test something out. Yes. So, Julia, should we just tell the lovely people, or the lovely person, there's probably only one person out there. Oh, look at that. We have a phone call already. We haven't even started. Now, who do you reckon it is? Is it Terry or is it Alan?
Sean.
Is it Sean? Hello, welcome to the show.
Hello.
Hello. Who's that?
Jeff.
Jeff. Hello, Jeff. And where are you from?
Northern Ireland.
Northern Ireland. You have a very Northern Ireland voice for Northern Ireland. Are you watching the show? Presumably you are.
Yeah.
And so, what have you rung in for, Jeff?
For Northern Ireland International Football Club.
Oh, marvellous. And what is the Northern Ireland International Football Club doing at this time of evening? I think that they're heavily engaged. Well, there we are.
He got bored quite quickly, didn't he?
Yes, he did. And a lot of people spend a bit of time with me getting bored. But he had lightning reaction. Said, I'm not putting up with that Vobes. Boop. Got rid of him. Yes,
I don't know why I pressed the button to go boop.
Did you go boob?
Boop.
Oh, boop.
Yeah, that was the sound of the
I thought
phone
you were pressing your
up.
boob. Anyway, stop that. We're going to entice you, ladies and gentlemen, with something that we're going to do on tonight's show.
Yes.
Oh,
I'm just going to put some bubbles in.
Oh, so you're going to put some bubbles first?
In the bubble pot first.
Okay. You've got the bottle of the
want
thing
me
you're
to
going
grab
to show.
this bottle?
Yes, that's what I
rather
was
than the
trying.
bubble bottle.
Yes, there we go.
The non-bubble bottle.
Could you show it closer to the camera?
No, I don't think I could,
Oh, you
actually.
can. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to try some mulled wine. Now, we're going to do some homemade mulled wine later on in the month. Probably on the next time we see the lovely... When is the next time? Wednesday? Well, it might be next Monday that we do homemade mulled. Well, the wine won't be homemade, but the mulling process.
Well, the mulling process will already have been done as well, because...
No, let me start that again.
The fruit, adding fruit.
Let me start that again for those who are thick of ears on my left. Don't.
I'll thicken your left
We're
ear.
on another show, undiscussed. We are going to make some homemade, not the wine, but homemade mulling. We're going
to put the spices in.
We're going to put the spices in and the fruit. That's what I was trying to get to.
Gotcha. I thought you just meant the fruit, you see.
No. Oh. So we're going to do the whole thing. We'd spoken about this.
Yes, but I thought you meant just the fruit.
You just meant the fruit. Well, I said the fruit and the spices.
Yes.
So we're going to go and get the little spice. Anyway, never mind it. We're just having a little argument backstage. Could you just mind yourself? Look, I told you all about it.
House, actually.
And another time,
right now.
when I say something, you know exactly how to... Now,
and that's an order.
And that's perfect. There we are. So now... Hello, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing happened there. You didn't need to see anything. But tonight we thought, rather than do the homemade stuff first, we would be able to compare the two by having a purpose-made shop one, which you brought in very kindly.
Yep.
Which could you read out the power of it, the strength per arm of Tuer?
5.5% volume.
5.5% per volume, alcoholic content that will knock us all over if we have too much. Now, of course, mulled wine you can't have cold. We've got Old Spice. Yes, thanks, Mr. Mocky. You have to have warm, so we're going to warm that up. But we're going to do that, all of that, in a moment. We have some videos to show you, of course. But, Julia,
Richard,
by the way, nice to see you all, but I'm just rather confused. What is that thing that is behind you? Pray tell. What's the story? Tell us in your own words. Don't let me interrupt you at all. You just spit it out.
are you stopped now?
Yes.
Okay. It's a lovely screen. It would
A what?
probably a screen.
A screen?
Yes, a 3-part hinged screen.
Shall
It's
I-
canvas. I was going to say, can we spread it out and show the whole thing off for a moment?
Yes, show it. Here we are.
Okay.
Look, here's the lovely Julia. She's getting up.
Oh, but I don't need to put it out.
Well, it's kind of pulled out, but it's a screen. And it's lit at the bottom.
Doesn't it look amazing? So this was a gift from the lovely Ron Langley and Elaine Johnson. Is it Johnson?
Elaine, somebody or other. Elaine Langley.
There's a
They're not
couple of
married, but-
Elaines
Yeah, it's
in
a couple
the-
of Elaine.
in-
What
in
is
the
it?
Vobes
It's not
Show,
that one.
and I,
It's the other one.
I get them
You know
muddled,
who
but-
you are, Elaine, don't you? Anyway, it's Ron and Elaine.
Correct me, please.
Yes, don't dig the hole.
Ron
that
and
you did.
Elaine, yes,
Yes,
that's
Ron
what
and
I'm
Elaine. If you get wrong on Elaine, we found a. Don't tell
She's a
Ollie.
lovely
Don't
girl.
tell Ollie. We found Elaine.
Oh, that was hilarious. Bless him.
That's the dad jokes.
Still haven't met Ollie.
No, we'll bring him in on the studio before he leaves.
That would be
for
good.
Norfolk. Anyway, here it is. So it's a massive, great big thing. And the story was that Ron and Elaine had seen this when some time ago when we were doing the roll call over on the other side of the studio. Now, as you know, on the other side of the studio, here today, gone tomorrow, it's dark, but that's the edit suite where I do all the editing now. So what was the guest area is no longer the guest area. But they thought it would be great for when Julia sits over there and does the roll call, she could have it behind her. So what we need to do is rig up a microphone. She can go and stand in front of it, stick a
That
light
could
on
be
it.
my rock and roll corner.
Yeah. But if you get fed up with it, we can fold it up and put it on the store it on the other side of the room
Put it on the yes.
and bring it out as and when. So I haven't quite worked out where it's going permanently because it's obviously at the moment obscuring half the set. Actually, just
He hasn't worked out a purplement situation for it yet. See what he did there?
No, there's a bit
No.
more light behind you now. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, any interesting comments, lovely Julia?
That's a nice Volkswagen Bully.
Bully?
Oh, cool! Look at
Bus,
that old
is it?
V8 bus
Oh,
on
bus, yeah.
it. That will make a change if Richard doesn't interrupt.
It
Cadbury
will.
colour, yes, kind of. A prototype van.
What?
That's what someone said.
Who said? Are you reading out who says these
Sorry,
things?
Mr. Mocky said, a prototype van.
I've been only doing this show for 3 years. You think you get the hang of it by
Paul
now.
Smith said Cadbury colour.
Thank you. Station Master's Choice is talking to somebody else. He says, I got 2 out of 4. That's not bad. Daniel Watkins says, I'm not being funny, Sean, but I will do what I like. Thank you. Didn't ask for your helpful opinion. Oh, well, there we are. That's all very good. It's obviously there's fisticuffs going on in the chat room and there's fisticuffs going on here. But only we will get hurt.
Put 'em up. Put 'em up.
Put 'em up. So we are going to heat up the mulled wine because we want to get in the festive spirit. But before all of that, we've got to open up our lovely Advent calendar this time. So, Julia, I'm going to give you... This is care of Mark Burgess who sent this in. I'm going to give it to you under the table.
All right.
And at the appropriate moment, you can hold it up and show people the day it's
Right,
upside down.
I,
You...
why I looked.
Is that why you looked?
That's why I...
Oh, I got it. Not yet.
Did you show Saturday and Sundays?
No, because Saturday and Sunday we don't do a show.
Oh, see. Oh, well, so okay.
They don't get to
Because
see
on
that.
Fridays you could show Saturdays as well, and then on Mondays you could show Sundays as well. Just
Yeah, that's a very good idea. We might do that.
sure, show. Do what you want.
Okay.
Who am I to tell you what to do?
No, but ideas are very welcome.
Uh-huh.
If you could write them on the idea sheet and put them in the appropriate box, and 2 months
Was that
later...
the one marked shredder?
Yes, that's it. I would then have a look at it and value how good it is if I can put the pieces together, obviously.
To work out what you want to put.
Yeah. No, that's a good idea. We can show them in a minute, but we'll do it the Vobes way or not at all. So, here is the normal sting. So there we are. We have to show that because it was a lot of effort putting it together. So, we've opened the door. What? It is December the 6th. And there is a quote from, again, another Jacques Tati film. People will be sick and tired of these Jacques Tati film quotes. But let's find out what it is. Lovely Julie's going to read it out.
I could read it when he was up there. I want children to have fun at the cinema as I did at the circus when I was little. One must create a truly festive climate.
Jacques Tati, 1960, what is it? 1?
1961.
1961, there we go. What a nice sentiment that was. Now, did you want to show the others that we didn't see?
Yes.
Yeah, they're at the back. No, that's the front.
All right.
No, I'm just telling you.
Because heaven forbid I work it out myself.
Yeah, heaven forbid.
Right.
So it'd be 4 and 5 that you've got to...
Oh look, what's that over there?
Oh, there's a thing on my head. Right, go on then. That was Saturdays. I want the film to start when you leave the auditorium. Which is an unusual idea, isn't it? Everyone sits there for half an hour going, well, is this going to start? And then as you get up, the film starts. That's clever. I like that. And the next one is, find out. It's the 5th of December. And there's a picture. I can't quite read that from here. I am not at all against modern architecture, but I believe it could come with...
Should come with only a building. Not only a building, but a living permit?
You'll have to read it.
Yeah, a living permit.
Oh, a living permit. So there we are. That's a picture from Mononcle. If you want to see it, Mononcle. That was Julia's chest. And chin.
Nice.
Sorry. He will sit in the appropriate place. David Fatt.
Right up your nose.
Right up my nose. Oh, there's my wrinkly old neck. We have fun on this show.
Oh, don't be just...
Not much. Anyway, Mike White says, I think it was a split screen with Julia... Oh, did you think... Yes, it could have been, couldn't it? We should have done that.
Oh, right,
We
yeah.
could have said... And unfortunately, Julia can't make it into the studio. Can you?
no, I couldn't.
We could have done that. Why didn't we think of that? You should have told me. That would have been a good idea. And instead, why am I shrinking down? These chairs are a bit crap now. They've lost their sort of hydraulics. Yeah, no, that was a brilliant idea. We should have done that. That was Julia is at home. In fact, yeah, you could have had that at home. If Ron and Elaine had been swift off the mark about a year ago, you could have had that at home as your backdrop. But, you know, better to be late than never, that's what I say. No, we really thank that. That's so kind.
I thought they were talking about split screen on the VW.
Oh, no, they mean...
I know, I
yeah,
realised. Well, we got there in the end.
Also, we ought to point out that now tomorrow's video would be more about this, but Robert Brailsford, one of our lovely, lovely viewers... I'm just subtly passing this to you so you can point it at the certain thing. Very kindly donated to us because we had a fire where the thing fell off and we had naked flames in here.
Naked flames?
Yeah, if you've seen naked flames without their bra and suspenders on, it's very rude. However, he very kindly made a very substantial donation and we bought this. A new fire. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen.
Lovely red thing.
Snazzy or what? Thank you so much, Robert. It's only on one bar because I'm a cheapskate. Don't want Julia to overheat. So anyway, it's going to be in part of our video tomorrow, just so you know. But we've also got something else. Oh, surreptitiously, don't let anyone see. we've also got something else in the video. We're not telling you what that is until the time comes.
Quite.
Has the time come?
Yes.
No. It's not tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Anyway, any interesting comments, lovely Julia? And then we'll go to a video, and then we'll get our mulled wine up and running.
David Vad said, old age shrinking, Richard.
Old age shrinking. What is he talking about? My
the
neck?
the chair.
Oh, the chair. Oh, I thought he was talking about my head. For a minute. Cooper68 says, Julia... Oh, last time... Everyone's talking to themselves. How are you getting on with Michael? What? Not that it... Anyway.
Oh, Cooper68 NS made it this time. On Friday.
Yes.
He arrived 2 minutes before you closed the show.
Oh, Cooper68. What was you? Did you not put your clock forward or back? Spring back, leap forward. Maybe whatever. Connor McLeod says, my gran had one of them in her caravan at... Awira? What is it? Awira? What? One of them? Oh, one of these. Oh, you mean one of the
split screen?
No, the fire.
Oh,
the fire. Yeah. It's a matter of elimination, isn't it? Not an advent calendar from Mark Burgess. No, clearly not. Probably not one of those in the caravan. So probably the fire. But it might have been the mulled wine. We don't know, do we?
No.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we are now going to go and watch a video. And we have 4 actually in the door, ready to go. And we're going to start with lovely Stephenegger, who, by the way, has sent this rather interesting picture. And there's £25,000 on the nose if you can tell us where, unless of course your name is Stephenegger and you'll know where it is, where this was taken. And the time starts then. If you know where that was taken, £25,000, but you've got to get it on the screen in the next 5 seconds. 3, 2, 8, 7, 6, 1.5. Oh, Linda Kane's got it right. Linda Kane, £25,000, ladies and gentlemen, £25,000. Of mouldy potatoes. Oh, did I not tell you that? Sorry, £25,000 of mouldy potatoes will be yours. All you've got to do is come to my house in your leathers and your chains and pick them up. If you can pick them up, you can have them. Mouldy potatoes.
Mouldy potatoes.
Yes, exactly. Right, now, having done all that, we go to Stephenegger, who's also got a video which will explain more, one hopes. So, let's go in the video.
Air.
No, the video box. We may not, I still haven't fixed this. We may not see the video box come in. I don't even know if you can hear it. Can you actually hear the normal da-dum of the video box? I've no idea whether you can. It doesn't matter. Anyway, I know how to get in there, I think. Here we go. This is Stephenegger. Oh, this show is just so slick, isn't it? The Stephenegger in Arundel with the ducks and quackers. Well, I have to say the lake there, Swanborn Lake, it is. Certainly looked a little bit full of algae there. It was green, quite grim. Wouldn't want to go swimming in there, but lovely to see the ducks.
Yes, I thought it looked lovely.
It was very nice.
Shade of green.
Lovely shade of green. That is almost pearl green. No one noticed. So, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what I'm talking about here. Switch back to the show. There we are. Now, we are going to do the mulled wine. In front of the lovely Julia, you can't see, I didn't know whether you'd be able to see this. Let's go to our roving camera. Bing! In the studio, at no expense spared, we've got the camping stove out of the van. There it is, look at that. It is a Marksman. So, if anyone's going to get hit, it'll be Julia, because she is in front of the Marksman.
In the line of fire.
So that's okay. Now, Julia is going to be head chef-a-rooney. We have a saucepan. That's quite solid. Which is going to sit on there. We have a spoon. Don't put it on yet.
You're not ready to go?
Well, you've got to put the juice in before you put... Otherwise, it'll just crackle.
I suppose I was trying to light it before you put the pan on.
Oh, well, I want to show them, you see.
Right, okay.
Remember, when we do this, we have to show the audience everything. He's like, yeah, I've done it. That's a bit boring. So, sorry, ladies and gentlemen, we just have it. Can you just hold on? Look, I told you once, if you're doing it, otherwise it's all going to go pear-shaped. So, it's all back to normal now. So, you're being a bit of a rebel tonight, aren't you?
Okay.
Here is a spoon, an ordinary spoon. It's only been in my drawers. Stop it. So what we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen, you have to treat the audience as if they're thick. I know you're not, but you have to just... It's how the BBC do it. I've learned everything from the BBC. Oh, look. I can see my lovely self in there. Now, what we're going to do we need to pour it? We're just going to pour a load of it in or measure it, or what do you reckon? So I'll just shove it in. Shove it in.
I wasn't going to say that, but...
Right, I've got the camera ready. What can possibly go wrong? How far is your local fire station? Yeah, the old fire joke's come out. Hang on, right, so let me get the camera on. So, ladies and gentlemen, lovely Julia is now going to pour, bing, into the special thing, this mulled wine. Where did you get the mulled wine from?
Asda. No, Morrison's.
Oh, this is Morrison's mulled wine.
Not very gracefully poured.
So we don't have the whole lot, do we? Is it well, we can warm up some more, can't we?
Yeah, of course.
I'm just thinking in terms of we might get sloshed. Remember, it's 5%. We've got to drink it.
Yeah. It's mulled wine. I can manage that.
Oh, can you manage mulled wine?
Yeah, I love mulled wine.
Oh,
that's why I bought it.
Oh, I see. I didn't know that you like wine.
I'm not that into alcohol, but there are certain things that...
By the way, you can give us a call on 0793 474 6790. The number is on the screen. Actually, it should say the pair of us. Now, that lovely Julia is going to, in a second, is going to light. Just wait, I've got to find the jewel piece. Hang on, down. Oh, gosh, here we are. This is turning into the Richard Suggett show now. No, I didn't mean that, Richard. But I have lost the... I've lost the thing.
Lost the plot.
I've lost the plot. I can't find it. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. No, look, ready? Bing. There we go.
Ta-da.
Oh, marvellous. Now, yeah, so lovely Julia is going to light that. Everyone wants to see... Now we've got a phone call. Me and my big mouth. This is her starring bit. Well, it's more than that. Hello, welcome to the show. It's nice to hear from you. Who's calling, please?
Is that the Veg Grow podcast?
Oh, Jeff from Northern Ireland. Lovely to hear from you. Thank you, Jeff. Oh, no, not Jeff.
It's Sean from London.
Oh, Sean
Hello,
from
Sean.
London. How the devil are you?
I'm getting a bit concerned about all this gas that's in the studio.
All this gas? Yes, I know there's a lot of gas. There's gas coming out.
The hot air coming out of him.
Yeah, there's a lot of hot...
I just don't see the point in the mulled wine. I don't mind the smell of it, but I can't stand the taste.
Right. Well, luckily, you haven't got to try it.
I could see a point to it. It doesn't give me a massive headache.
Oh, well, that's good. So now just bear with us, Sean, because as you are live on the phone, the lovely Julia is going to light the thing. Now, we used to light this with a match, but only the other day we realised it had an ignition on it and it lights itself.
Oh, yeah. I've got exactly the same one in my shed.
Yeah, well,
you turn the button.
No. Yeah, go on. Spoil it for us.
Go on, then.
Hang on.
You turn the button and click, 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 like you just said.
Yeah, here we go. Look, here's the lovely Julia. And there it is. Look at that. It's a light. And that's quite high. You don't want it too high, lovely Julia.
That's because I was trying.
No.
It's either on or off, basically.
No, it does fade down. I don't know.
I'm fading it.
Yeah, keep going.
You know the
Go down a bit more.
switch.
Yes.
You know the switch in the front that you have to push down first
Yes.
in order for the canister to make contact.
Yeah,
Yes.
the lock bar.
Yes.
Just be very careful. If that at any point starts to get loose, just throw the thing in the bin. Because I was interviewing somebody once, and her sister was in the shed opposite in the next plot. And while I'm interviewing the sister, this other person runs out of the shed with one of those stoves onto a fire. Because what had happened was she'd lit the stove, but the spring had to have given way, and the canister came out of the compartment, but it caught fire.
Gosh. Well, we will.
And we're sat there talking about how good it is to, community feeling, and there's a shed on fire in the back.
Well, nothing like that has happened. We've got this light. We're slowly warming it up because what you don't need to do is boil it, do you? Because if you boil it, you get rid of the alcohol, and of course, you get a lot of steam. So we don't know any of that nonsense. Mr. Mocky says, "Are we sure Richard isn't from Yorkshire? You know, like the Scottish, but not so generous." Bloody cheek coming in here. No. Of course, I'm as.
No, I missed the first 10 minutes of the show.
We'll go and rewind and watch them. What?
I was asleep.
Ah.
So I'm trying to decipher
Sleep.
what that thing is in the background, which ladies usually go behind to get changed.
Yes, it is one of those exactly. And next week, ladies and gentlemen, actually tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, Ricky will be in, and he will be doing a striptease in front of the very screen, throwing his bloomers over the top.
Well, I've been researching through the windmill in Soho for a show that I'm doing.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what they've got there.
Are you going to do a show at the windmill? At Raymond Review Bar?
Yeah, twice nightly.
No, twice nightly. Yes, I should two shows to avoid then. How marvellous is that? Well, we are slowly warming that up. You've got the thing to stir it with, haven't you? Just to stop it from burning its bottom.
Julia M says, "I prefer mulled cider." That's nice too, actually.
Have you had mulled cider?
I have.
Have you had mulled cider, Sean? I don't know why I looked into the microphone then as if you were there. Hello, Sean. Are you there? Have you?
No, I don't. But when I've seen people do this before, they throw in a bit of wood.
Right. There's a cube of wood over there, lovely Julia. Look.
I think they call it a cinnamon stick.
Yeah, it looks like a cinnamon stick, this, but actually it's a Rubik's Cube that has yet to be carved out. This is one of those offcuts that came from Tim.
Yeah, put that in the middle.
Yeah, no, I think I'll... It's made a dirty grey hole in Eric's head.
Poor Eric.
Poor old Eric. Anyway, enough of this gay banter. How warm do you reckon we have to have it? Yeah, turn it up if you need to.
Steam coming off.
Yeah, there's no...
Nearly there.
Oh, we're nearly there. Julia's did the little finger test in which she puts her finger in, and if it's stripped to the bone, it means that all the goodness has gone. I
remember as a kid
Yes.
at Christmas, we used to have something called white sauce.
Oh, white sauce.
And I haven't seen this since. So it's a bit like custard, but it was white.
To go on your dinner. Yeah, my mum used to make white sauce. I don't know what they make it out of, flour and onions.
But I've never been able to see it. I've never been able to find it. But we used to put it on cakes.
Cake?
Yeah, so rather than custard, you put this white sauce on top.
Right.
And you would only ever have it at this time of this summer year. But I haven't got a clue what the hell this thing was.
Well, I haven't a clue either. But look, we are going to live in the studio.
There you go. Mulled Wine Cam.
Yeah.
That looks beautiful. Don't forget to put the flame off.
Yeah, the flame is off. I made sure of that. Oh, it's good having that portable camera, isn't it?
Like action.
Yeah. And there she is, just polishing it off. Right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna say goodbye to Sean. Thank you, Sean, for ringing in. We're going to do our wonderful test. Oh,
and I will have a cup of tea at the same time.
Good man. Good man. Thanks, Sean. Take care. Look after yourself.
Bye.
There we are. That was Sean, otherwise known as Jeff, all the way from Northern Ireland, which is a lovely place to come, especially if you're with Associated Football. Right. Let's get rid of that.
Away.
That's going to hurt in the morning. And
It's hurting now.
Get rid of that in a less in a less aggressive way. And you get the aroma, don't you? Can you smell the mulled wine spice? Do you know what are you going to do now?
I'm going to put a bit more in. It's warm enough to cool it off with a bit more.
This is a woman who's not an alcoholic. No, I'm keeping mine warm.
Fair enough.
That's how you're supposed to have it.
It is still warm.
What does it say on the bottle in terms of its contents? Has it got acid, rain? Has it got Swanborn? Swarfy? Does it not list the ingredients?
No.
Swarfy is that green slime that you used to play at school if you've nicked it from your dad's shed for cleaning your hands. I used to put it in my ears and up my nose and pretend to mum I wasn't feeling very well and could I stay at home and listen to the Archers. And I used to get a tanned bottom, as you can imagine. Right, you've already tasted it.
Oh, you're wobbling.
I know, but there's a protocol, isn't there? It's like, God. Just like, I can't be asked to wait. Cheers. This is how we do it.
This is how
they do it on the telly. They don't just go, oh yeah, sorry mate, I've done it, I've drunk them, bye. Oh, that was my guest, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, Cheers. We've got to sniff it. Oh.
Good luck, Ricky.
It's not that good luck, Ricky. Bloody cheek. There's a bit of cloves. Yeah, there's a dirty pair of socks. Cloves and cinnamon. Can you spell? Can you? I haven't even drunk it. Yet. Anyway, can you spell? I mean, can you smell? What is it called? Cinnamon. Yes. Anyway, it was very nice. Thank you for joining us.
Good night, everybody.
Yeah, try it now. Get it down, you girl. Okay, right. Remember we're live, ladies and gentlemen, and there's old age pensioners watching, and we don't want them to have a heart attack.
Crying.
I'm steaming up my glasses. Steaming
up my eyeballs. Why have I got these on?
Yes, you're listening to your own show there. It's listening to a podcast. Goodness sake.
Good gosh.
Oh, don't worry. After this, we're going to have a very serious conversation about viruses. No, that's actually quite tasty. That's a phone call. Oh dear, I've choked on the... Good evening, welcome to the show. Oh, it's rung off. Oh. Is that Jeff from Ireland again? Ringing in here with his Irish accent. Hello there, it's Jeff from Ireland. Ahar, aho, hee hee. That's not Northern Ireland, is it? That's more Southern Ireland.
That's Irish.
No, it's Irish, yeah.
There's a difference between Irish and Northern Irish.
Oh, I see. Is Irish not the same as Northern? I know the accent's different. Is it just different name? Southern Irish, is there? And Northern Irish. What were we doing? Are we doing a show? Oh yes, crikey.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers. So, ladies and gentlemen, oh, here we go. It's just going to read a poem out then. Not a poem. Read the whatever you call it.
Comments.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, listener. A person who's called in. Welcome to the show.
Hello there.
Hello there. Who's that?
It's Fabian.
Oh, Fabian,
Hello.
It's very nice. I hope you've got your mulled wine with you.
Oh, God, I've been having a good old glass of red wine like your dear selves.
Ah, yes, we nothing could be further from the truth.
Well, basically, a few questions of yours. I was listening in last time when you were having your wonderful question, and I kind of trying to remember what it was about, but it was about basically.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It was about Perrier, as it was to do with apples.
Oh yeah, Perrier is pears, isn't it? Perrier is pears.
Sorry. Yes. Sorry, it was pears.
It's all right.
Yeah. And the white sauce was basically brandy cream.
Oh, the white sauce.
Lovely.
Is that brandy cream? What would you put that on?
That would be basically traditionally brandy cream would have been put on Christmas pudding.
Ah, yeah. Now I remember a white sauce that would go on meat. What could that have been? I thought that was like...
That would have been bread sauce.
Ah, yeah, bread sauce. Oh, of course. The good thing about bread sauce is you don't get any crust.
Incrustations come to mind.
Connor McLeod says, I would recommend a carbon monoxide detector. I would recommend one of those, yes.
Yes, even have a wonderful detector for the world of... well, I don't know, but jokes aside, I was just wanting to, phone in and give you the good old will of the old early days of the Christmas seasons coming around the corner.
Yes.
And I'm thinking to myself, my God, well, what a time we've got here. When you were starting to talk about viruses, I thought, okay, we can't be talking about viruses here.
Not on today's show.
No,
have you got your decorations up? You talked about Christmas is coming. Have you got your decorations up, Rio?
No, not at all. Not at the moment. I think it's a bit too early. No, I think it's more sensible just to have mulled wine. Cheers to you both.
Yes, cheers to you. Go and get some mulled wine. You've got red wine, but shove a couple of Old Spice in it and it'll be lovely.
Yeah, I do like the Old Spice.
Yeah, the Old Spice.
It's marvellous.
Splash it all over. I had a bath of it once, I can tell you. It stung.
Ouch.
Yeah. Anyway, we better move on. We're going to show another video. But lovely to hear from you, Fabian. Sorry, it's been a bit of a short-ended call, but we've got to get the videos in.
No, we got to get the videos in, absolutely.
Yeah.
Anyway, take care. Bye-bye.
Yeah, lovely
Enjoy
to talk
your
to you.
drink.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Okay, cheers. Bye-bye.
So that was lovely Fabian ringing in.
They're lovely.
As you indeed heard. I don't know why we say that, because you've just heard it. I mean, they do that, don't they? They talk to someone.
When I'm watching and I'm not on, sometimes I miss the name of the
Oh,
caller,
yeah.
so it's handy, it's helpful.
Yes, thank you very much.
It's all on the page.
I knew there was a reason for it. So we're going to. Have you got a mop? We're going to. Well, I think we might have some more of this, because I don't know about you.
Do you know
but
what? I'm not enjoying it as much without the fruit. It's funny, isn't it? Ha 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 ha. It's not funny. It's just a fact. You need to have...
Anybody there? Wait.
Oh, you got it.
Is there anybody there?
That's fun.
Yes, I'm here. 3 knocks for no, 15 for yes. Get on and play a video. Oh, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, reverb. This is a very serious show tonight. Very serious show. We're going to boil up some more of that wine, I think, because that's been very good. So, Jackie HW has been walking to the trees. Let's go and find out what she's been up to in this scintillating video. Marvellous. The lovely views all around Coldwatham and the lovely church with its Christmas trees looking lovely.
Fantastic. Another fine video, thank you.
Thank you so much, Jackie. Yeah, it's beautiful colours, very muddy, and I noticed that we had a lot of rain recently. We've just come back from Bognor area, and the rain was pouring. Well, I say we just come back. We came back this afternoon, and it was pouring with rain. And I thought to myself, oh, if you go out for a walk tomorrow, it's going to be laden because of the clay and what have you.
Yep.
In the studio here, thank you so much for sending that in, by the way. In the studio here, we have here on the cam of thing, another look at the steam on that.
Yep, it's ready.
So, Julia, you didn't want another one, did you?
No, because I'm not enjoying it as much without the fruit.
Without the fruit?
I know, silly.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Let me move that out of the way. Thank you. So I'm going to have another one because I'm brave. And also I've got no taste buds. Recently, ever since I've had the COVIDs, I haven't been able to smell anything, taste anything, or even talk. It's very unusual. Anyway, let's find out who's on the blower. Hello, welcome to the show.
Hello.
Hello.
Lovely Richard and lovely Julia.
Yeah, who's that then?
It's Alan.
Alan!
Lovely Alan. You were putting on an accent.
Do you know, I thought
recognise your voice then.
I thought you were someone from the West End then.
Oh, I thought, yeah, no.
Not the West End, the East End. Oh, cool.
Gonna come down there and blag you. You know what I mean?
No, I mean, well, you could blag some of this mulled wine. It's very nice.
Yes, pour me a glass, please.
Yeah, certainly. Yeah, here we are. Well, you can't have mine. Steaming.
Slosh it over.
Slush it.
I'll have some glue vine, actually. That was nice. Well,
glue vine? What's glue vine?
Glue vine. No, that was something they do in these alpine countries when you go skiing.
Nice.
You get there off the bus and slosh some glue vine in the glass for you.
And what is what is it made of? I mean, it's obviously not glue, is it?
Vine? Well, maybe yes, glued vines, right? But it's also served warm, as I remember. It was a long time ago.
Ah, I wonder if it's made from pine.
My only skiing trip when I went to Andorra.
Oh, Andorra! I adore Andorra. I wonder if it's made from pine because pine has got the sap. Maybe that's the glue that makes it fine.
Could be.
Julia M. Sorry, just to say this. Julia M. says about me. She says my nose looks very red on my TV, but not on my laptop. She's got her colours up too. Her colours are up.
Not on her laptop.
On her laptop.
His nose, not her.
Yeah,
nose.
my nose isn't on her laptop.
No, I was wondering then.
She's got her saturation too high on the telly, probably. That's what it is. Turn your saturation down, Julie.
Actually, I was only going to call you to say thank you very much for doing extra shows.
Oh, it's my
run
pleasure.
Up to Christmas, because my evenings are pretty flipping boring.
Oh, are they? Oh, bless you.
Well, when I was in Texas, I used to spend the evenings texting with a whole bunch of British expatriates who live there.
Wait a minute. Wait. Hold on. When you were in Texas, you spent the evening texting. I like it. Texting.
With my British expatriate chums, but now they're sort of 6 to 8 hours behind us.
Oh, so they're in bed or up already?
No, they're at work or they're doing the dishes or they're doing something.
So when it comes to you're twiddling your thumbs.
Twiddling my thumbs, yes. I might have to read a book.
Oh no! Don't do that. The Vobes Show is on for a good hour, you know.
Yes, I know.
Oh,
yes,
plenty of entertainment here, or not.
Yes, I will desist from reading.
What are you reading at the moment? What are you reading?
Oh, I've got a book on pub walks in Surrey.
Little scintillating book.
This isn't very good weather for walking around pubs.
No, you stay in the pub. I think you walk around the circumference of the pub on the inside.
Yes, I think you do.
And every time you pass the bar, you buy another drink. Another round of drinks on Alan?
Yes, no, not on me. It's over £4 a pint now.
Oh.
Is it really?
And the VAT is going back up again in March.
Oh my goodness.
So it'll probably be, some pints will be £5.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Yes, no, you don't want to do that.
Now, just bear with me one moment, Alan, because the lovely Julia and I, at 49 minutes in, are just going to do our thumbnail. Because I suddenly thought we will have drunk this by the time the thumbnail comes.
Yep.
So, can you lean forward? There we go. There we are. That was lovely. That'll go on the thumbnail after the show, you see. Sorry about that. I just suddenly thought we'll have empty glasses. It won't be as... I do look a bit red-faced now, don't I?
You do a little.
Yeah, it's rosy. It's rosy and
More
juicy.
so on screen than
You're
in
not
life.
used to it, Richard.
I know, I'm not. It's fun, isn't it?
It's only because I'm wearing makeup. My face is not changing.
Underneath, she's as red as a prune, a grape.
Yes, I do still remember that little episode on your canal trip.
Do you know, you're not the only person who remembers that. Where were we?
There is.
Who remembered that earlier today? Was it Ron? Elaine. We went to see Ron and Elaine today. We found Elaine, nice girl, and oh dear, what was the thing I was going to say? We found Elaine. Oh yes, and she said, I remember that bit when you got a bit drunk on the... Me? Drunk? Welshman Patrick says, hi Richard and Julia, just trying the wine to taste the better... trying wine to taste better outdoors with the pigs and Blank's rolls with stuffing.
I think he means
What?
wine would taste better outdoors with pigs in blankets.
Oh, pigs in blankets, yes, of course. Oh, yes, that's very nice. And John B says, I've got an Andorra jumper.
What?
Yes, I don't know. David, I'm just
Isn't that a
reading.
rabbit?
It could be.
Yeah,
Is
it's a type of rabbit.
What,
Yeah.
a jumper made out of a rabbit skin?
Rabbit fur.
Oh my God.
Because they've shed the fur every year.
Mr. Bazza B says, "Are we live?" Yes, this is a live show, love. Live.
You know, more people watch your show when it's not live.
I know. I mean, what's the
It's
point
weird,
of that?
isn't it?
I know. I don't mind. I mean,
700 people watch your show in total, but only about 140 when it's actually happening.
you know what it is they watch it live and then they wake up the next day and say, did I watch that rubbish? Did I really? Let me just go back and see. And then they watch it again and they go, oh yeah, I did watch that rubbish. And the worst thing is, I've just watched it a second time.
Yeah, no, I don't like that.
Yeah, I'm not enjoying it at all. I better just check one more time. No, it's quite true. I don't know why people watch it after the... Maybe because they're in different parts of the world. But of course, if you're interactive and they're typing in the thing, of course, you can get your name read out. Probably wrong if I'm reading it.
I used to watch your show about 3 o'clock in the afternoon in Texas.
Oh, yeah, of course. That was a weird thing to do, isn't it? Watch it in the afternoon in all that heat.
No, well, they had air conditioning.
It's not that weird, it's the time it was on.
Well, I suppose that's true. But I was just thinking, there they are sitting in the outback of their Texan little huts, waving their palms, trying to keep themselves... But you said you've got air conditioning.
I did, but I did sometimes watch it as I was walking around playing disc golf in the heat.
Ah, disc golf?
In the afternoon. Disc golf. Yes, you throw dishes. Discs.
Is that a thing?
Oh, good Lord, yes.
Disc golf.
Never heard.
Not disc golf. Not a thing here, unfortunately. I think there's one from...
I thought you were flinging dishes, like washing up the dishes, and you were flinging dishes, dish golf. I thought you must
they
have
wouldn't go very far.
No.
They don't float.
You'd be
They
crockering
don't
up.
float on the air. No.
Oh, I see.
It would take you forever to get. No, that was my sport when I was...
I've never heard of that. Even disc... So what is it like?
So it's like frisbee golf, says Mark Burgess.
Oh, thanks. Frisbee golf. How do you get it into the little hole?
No, basket. You have a basket instead of a hole.
I think there's baskets playing it, to be fair.
But no, it's great fun.
Oh, right, okay.
Great fun. Yes, much more sociable than actual golf.
Yes. No, I've never played real golf. For an actual round of golf, I can't think of. Well, there's probably a lot of things worse. Belson and places like that were a lot worse. But in terms of sport,
if I had the money to buy a piece of land here, I'd build my own disc golf course. But,
would you?
There are one or two being built in combination with football golf.
Football golf.
So
think of the size of the club. The club size you need for football. I mean, what is that? I mean, how... It's like a mallet. I mean, isn't that sort of getting close to croquet now, football?
You use your foot to kick the ball. So you can either throw a disc in the basket or kick a ball in the basket. In the basket. the trouble here is that you actually have to, courses like that, you actually have to pay to play around, where every disc golf course in the States was free.
But you could just go and throw a frisbee for nothing, and you could just go and kick a ball in the park. Why would you want to pay to kick a ball into a basket? I mean, it's
because it's a proper course, you know. But,
yeah, okay.
I must find a field here to sort of vent with my discs.
Stephenegger says, can you give a shout out to my daughter Sophia Jane, who is 9 and should be in bed but loves your show? Sophia Jane. Nice to see you. Thank you so much for watching the show at 9 years old. Make sure you don't have any mulled wine, because that mouldy old wine's not good for you. It's full of mould and it makes your hair fall out. Look at me.
Don't drink the wine, just drink the fruit. Eat the fruit.
Eat
or
the
drink
fruit.
The fruit.
Fresh,
if you want a smoothie.
lovely fresh fruit straight out the glass. It's tasty.
I had to be in bed by 6 o'clock when I was that age.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Did you watch?
Straight after the Archers on the radio, because we didn't have a TV.
I thought that you were of the age in which it was Dick Barton's Special Agent.
No, well, that was on TV. We didn't have one.
What sort of age group are you?
72.
72, you see? Well, my dad was 83, so he's got about 10, 11 years or so on you. And he used to say at about 6:45, before the Archers, was Dick Barton, Special Agent. Anyway.
Yes. Very good.
That was on the radio. That was the devil's
Crash.
That was the devil's gallop. Sorry, we've just had a major catastrophe in the studio.
Broken a fuse.
Broken a tooth. There's a place in Tunbridge Wells that does foot golf. Foot golf.
But
Is that foot? Oh, is that the same thing as football stuff?
Yeah, I haven't. I decided not to get a car when I came back to England, so I can only go to places where I can use public transport. And I was actually looking at best way to get to Brighton from where I am, and I thought, well, there's a nice railway along the coast from Arundel. Arundel's quite easy to get to.
Oh yes, there is a
thought,
train station.
I'll look up Arundel to Brighton on the old Google route thing, and it told me to get a train from Arundel to Victoria. Down to Brighton. It's ridiculous.
Oh, it is. Yeah, I mean, it probably is quicker, however, to do that than to go on the coast road and stop off at all the 122 different stations between Arundel and Brighton. It's when you come into Worthing, there's Worthing East, there's Worthing Central, there's Worthing just a little bit more, then there's Worthing West, then there's Worthing over there, there's Worthing by the pier.
Linda Kane says, wasn't there a football golf place up at Fordown in Portslade?
Yes, there was actually. Now you mention it, I did walk past a place like that next to the Great Barn. Anyway, listen, Alan, we've got videos to play and we've got to finish the show in 4 minutes.
Carry on, yes.
I've got to work off this alcohol.
And you've got to cook the alcohol.
Go for it.
Nice to talk to you.
Lovely chat to you.
Look after yourself. Good night.
Good night. Love you, bye.
Bye-bye. There we are. That's Alan Sandell saying thank you so much for doing the daily videos, because he would only be sitting at home twiddling his thumbs because his mates are at work when he texts is them. I like the idea of being in Texas, texting people. Texting.
Yeah.
Here's a...
I thought you were missing the T.
Texting. Oh, yes, you are. Texting.
Thought it was the drink for a second.
I thought it was a drink, folks. I thought it was a drink. So, we now go to Bernie. And Bernie has been... Oh, golly, how do you pronounce this? 2 L's is... isn't it?
Glende, North Wales? Glende?
Glende.
I don't know.
It's a Welsh word, so clear your throat. Jason Patrick will know. L-L-E-Y-N. How do you pronounce that? Glende. In North Wales. Bernie's been there in the summer, and this is his report. Bernie's been there in the summer, and this is his report.
I'm glad we've come this way today because it gives me probably the best chance that I'll have of explaining to you a bit about the estuaries in this part of North Wales. It's right at the top end of Ceredigion Bay, and I think because of the sweep and the curve round the Llyn Peninsula, we have these what they call bar estuaries formed. This river is the Doirid, and as you might have seen beyond the bridge at the beginning, you would assume that it flowed out to the sea somewhere there, but it doesn't. It narrows and turns right and exits into a lagoon shared by the Glaslyn, and then goes out to sea through a narrow exit. And these are formed by sandbanks or bars. We're talking about Fairbourne in the last video, and that has been built on a sandbar, but I reckon in the next 50 years that will be completely flooded and nothing is going to be done to save the village. It has annoyed the people that live there, but that's another story. As I said, there are 5 of these estuaries, very unusual, in that they're all narrow out to the sea, and then a short distance inland they widen out to a more familiar estuary width. You have the shared one of the Glaslyn and the Doirid, then there's the Malvach, then there's the Dudsinny, and then there's the Dubby. And all 5 of them have the same characteristics. But here, as we ride alongside the Doirid, you can see quite clearly how wide it is and how deep inland it's going. In actual fact, we will be following this all the way up, and here we are. We're coming down towards the little tiny village of Mynturog, which I think at one time was on the main road to Porthmadog, but now it's off to the side, and they've built a new road just beside it, which is probably just as well. We don't actually see it too much in this video. You can see the houses approaching. This is mainly to show you how we've been up the Doirid, and now we're coming down to the point where we actually cross it, which we'll do in a couple of minutes. And then we're off to Llyn Peninsula for the day. I should call it by its proper Welsh name, actually. Apologies to my Welsh viewers. Penllyn is how it's like to pronounce. The English call it the Llyn Peninsula, or the Claim Peninsula, or the Llyn Peninsula, but it is Penllyn. And I hope my pronunciation is suitable. We could have gone a more direct route across the new bridge into Penllyn, but we chose this way. And here we cross the Doirid, and we go back down the other side. Almost all the way back down the other side until we reach the new road, and then we cut across and out onto Penllyn and the next bit of film that we'll see a bit later on. So I'll shut up for now and hope you enjoy your day out. And the sun will actually come out too. And there's Mynturog in the hills just on the other side. Sorry about the reflections, we're going to get this a lot.
And there he is. And it was interesting, everybody in the bus, or the train, was paying attention to him. I could hear them nodding and agreeing with everything he said. Very nice, Bernie, thanks very much. Looking forward to your discussion on socks next time. All good stuff. Yeah, it's very intriguing. You were going to ask a question?
Was I?
I don't know. So, now, ladies and gentlemen, as we are now overrunning on the show, we have last video of the day, which is a sing-song. And I know you all like a good sing-song. Let me just make sure. Title. Yes. Ray of Hope, our wonderful Ray, is going to play us out with a little...
Serenade us good night.
Serenade us good night and fight us under the table with a bottle of scotch and a little doll of Mabel. Not really. Right, Ray, what have you got in store for us? I've got written down here, is it? I'm walking in the air. Is that the one?
Just up another couple of octaves, and yes.
I'm walking! Over to you, Ray. I'm walking in the air. That was very lovely, Ray. Thank you so much. And it was nice to see the Wooden Tops, one of which was playing. Who is the one that walks in the air? Is it the snowman or the little boy?
They both do.
Oh, they both?
But,
yes.
Yeah, the snowman takes
very
it
nice.
with you. Yes, it's lovely.
John Mahoney says, my first time watching the Vobes Show. It's too much excitement, Richard. I think I might have to stick to the walking videos to pace myself. Yes, I can understand that. Tonight has been exceptionally stupid. That is because we've been having some mouldy old wine.
Someone inhaled some alcohol.
We inhaled the alcohol before we drank it, which was a bit silly. But thank you, Ray.
That was a great giggle fest, though. That was a lovely video. Thanks, Ray.
Yeah, it's lovely to hear without the Aled Jones.
Got us in the mood for Christmas.
Now, wait, what is that sound I hear? Is that the sound
of Linda Kane?
Of Linda Kane? Linda Kane, is that you? Is somebody sneezing? Achoo! No, that's the whips and chains of Linda Kane, who whizzed in here whilst you weren't looking, and she deposited on our desk a little photograph. She says, "I'm a pro of nothing." I said, "That's not how you speak, Linda." "I know, I'm putting on a funny voice." Oh. And she whisked away into another day. And here is what she deposited us, apropos of nothing. She said the show was a bit random, so is this. But does it remind you of anything? And it's lovely. Look at that. A British bulldog on a British Union cushion in a good old English coracle. Isn't that lovely? Where did you get that, Linda? Is that an object that you have? That's lovely.
Very cute.
Very cute. And that's very nice. Thank you so much, Linda. Apropos of nothing, I've still got the scars where the whips accidentally lashed me down the back there, Linda.
That looks more like a heel print from the boot.
Oh, yes. I should be coming after you in my corset, so you watch it. Sorry, corset. I haven't got a corset. What is he talking about? Anyway, there we go. I hope you've enjoyed today's show. Thank you very much to Judith, who's been making sure everything's going well.
Thank you, Judith. Mwah, mwah.
We love you very much. Mwah, and we will come and visit you. Thanks to Jeff in Northern Ireland for the random phone call, which was rather hilarious. And to Alan Sandell and Sean James, Cameron for ringing in. To the lovely Julia, of course, for bringing in the mulled wine, which was delicious. But we will next week. We will make another complete nutter arse of ourselves. Yeah,
we're good at that.
But with real wine, homemade. I mean, real wine with the homemade. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And thank you to Stephenegger for the Swanborn Lake, to Jackie H.W. for the walk in the trees, to Bernie for his wonderful trip on the train there in North Wales, and to Ray for walking in the air. Fantastic. And to the 2 photos there that we managed to show in the show.
And thank you very much to Richard for putting it all together.
Yes. And to Ron and Elaine for the lovely screen, and to Robert Brosford for the fire which has kept us warm, and to me with my red rosy nose.
Yes, you'll be guiding Santa's sleigh in a few days' time.
Yes, you can turn the lights out and I'll still be here vibrating is not what I meant to say.
Glowing.
Vibrant. Anyway, that's it. Go and do something more useful. Thanks for watching. Look after yourselves.
Good night.
Take care. Good night. And don't forget, tomorrow on the show, Ricky will be here live in the studio.